Hello everyone, Luke Smith here. It is Saturday the 7th of January 2023 and we got a little bit of a video about Daniel Larson. I heard about him about a year ago, I believe. I think it was like I was watching a video by the Grease Wizard. Well, not really, that wasn't a year ago, but I heard of him like before that. But I really started like getting into the whole Daniel Larson thing for the past like month or so, but I've definitely heard about him for at least like a year ago. So we're gonna read about him. He's got a wiki that people's made about him. This is not gonna be a replacement for Chris Chan. I'm gonna be like doing other like lolcows and encyclopedia automatic readings, just to keep my content going for the time being, or until I get a interesting Chris Clan updates. So I'm going to be putting this wiki in the description so you can learn more about him. I do know that he's a paedophile. I do know that he's off his rocker and he's homeless. He gets trolled a lot. He has like managers who are fake. He thinks that he's a singer and songwriter, but he's not. His songs are terrible. So we're going to read this and I'm going to give you my opinions at the end of it. So, Daniel Robert Larson, born November 15th, 1998, is a self-proclaimed professional singer-songwriter, fashion model, actor and internet celebrity. Most well known for his videos on TikTok, or PedoTok as I like to call it, since 2020. Since 2020, he has gained a large following due to his intriguing and controversial content, including his multiple bans for nudity on live streams, running for President of the United States, and his obsession with Grace Vanderwaal. Grace Vanderwaal, I believe she was on American X Factor or something, one of them shitty shows. And she was a minor at the time, and he wanted to basically fuck her, which makes him a paedophile. And also, he admitted to having 500 megabytes of CP on his computer, and that's not Club Penguin. So, that's the paedophile side of him. Family. Daniel is the son of Elizabeth Shimmer and Travis Larson. Daniel has two deceased twins. Oh, that's a shame. Joetta and Olivia Larson. Oh, it's horrible to have like siblings die like that. Hopes and dreams. Singer-songwriter, President of the United States, and Reverman. Meteorology degree. Don't all river people need that degree to be Reverman? I'm not sure. Backstory. Daniel Robert Larson was born to Elizabeth Lee Shimmer and James Larson on November 15th, 1998 in Lancaster, California. Oh, he's a Californian. Great. I'm going to California later this year. Hopefully I won't bump into him. Though little can be defiantly said about his childhood, a 2012 news report on KWGN regarding his time at the Tennyson Center, a Colorado-based facility for troubled youth, a mental institution I'm pretty sure, states that he grew up in an extremely neglectful home. At age 4, Daniel's father tells of a time where Daniel painted on his grandmother's walls, and instead of punishing him, she instead chose to give him M&Ms, which in his father's opinion enforced Daniel's habits. Yeah, that's true. You shouldn't reward behaviour like that. Like, you should not reward bad behaviour, because like back in my day, you used to get a fucking smack for that sort of thing. So you don't reward bad behaviour. At about age 11, he was forced to no longer He was forced to no longer live with his parents, and the next person to serve as Daniel's legal guardian would be the alleged enforcer of his bad habits, his grandmother, Nancy Schimmer, until her death in 2019. By age 14, Daniel was enrolled at the Tennyson Center for Children to help rehabilitate and educate him. He had dreams of going into college for film school and music production. After Nancy's death, Daniel was instituted into a state-run group home program for the disabled, where he remained for about 2 years before alternating between living with other individuals, some disabled, some not, and living on the streets. His tumultuous life story has taken quite a mental toll on him, leading to the insanity we witness today. That's the thing, because like, again, if you enable bad behaviour at a young life, at a young age, this sort of thing would happen. Like I keep saying, if someone's bad and they're young, don't reward it. Like, give a punishment that's suitable for that person. Make them learn that badness is not good. At some point prior to his TikTok fame, Daniel was diagnosed with ADHD. Oh, why was that was so difficult to say. Autism and bipolar disorder. Oh, the whole fucking caboodle, eh? Although some fans had suspected that he may have schizophrenia. Kinda true, that one, based on his behaviour nowadays, based on him having delusions of being harassed by management and his frequent outbursts of rage. This is likely due to him failing to take his medications for his bipolar disorder, as he has mentioned being prescribed with and not taking Latuda, a magic man word, in other words. In addition, it is possible that he has more disorders, and in the words of James, his father, Daniel has a laundry list of mental issues. It is also presumed that his neglectful parents have left him with a great deal of childhood trauma, which may have exacerbated his already chaotic behaviour. Oh, and by the way, he used to. He doesn't anymore because he's not with them anymore, and his grandmother's dead. But he used to assault and abuse his mother and grandmother. So, bit of a nasty person right there. My voice cracked. How the hell did that happen? I mean, I'm in my 30s. How the hell did my voice crack? Trolls. Since Daniel blew up on TikTok, it has been a constant target for trolls. His autism, along with his dream of being a singer, have led him to being heavily manipulated by trolls, who often claim to be management of a record label company. Same thing with Cyrax, isn't it? Cyrax thinks he can make music, and he has these like fake emails of like trolls pretending to be management teams for music record label companies, and he believes them. So yeah, this is not new. He's been manipulated into doing extremely degrading acts, such as the May 6th incident. We'll see if we can get into that a bit later, because I kind of forgot what that was. I think when he lost his fucking rocker. Daniel's account was constantly hacked and stolen, leading to the ability of making fake liked videos and Pinterest accounts. After liking accounts of little kids, trolls would then allow the public to see Daniel's liked videos, making him look like a pedo. This is what led to the accusations in a headset era. The topic is pretty debated as to what was actually liked by Daniel himself, but in the end, Daniel is a person with a mental illness who has a much harder time distinguishing right from wrong, especially when it's your dream to be a singer and somebody you trust is promising you that. Some notable trolls include Flexburger and Krakow. Harassment. Daniel's number is leaked with ease, and there's no easy way to change it. He is a subject to constant harassment by trolls pretending to be idols of Daniel or record labels. Generally people who can promise Daniel something. The trolls usually have malice intent. Yeah, it's like pushing him over the edge is not the best ideas. We got some screenshots here, but I'm not going to bother reading them. Like I said, I'll put this entire wiki in the description so you can read up about it. It's not a massive one, it's just got some information on there. Speech impediment. It is known that Daniel has a speech impediment due to him not being able to pronounce words like question, which turns out as question. His speech has been made fun of on the Reddit page as inside jokes and gags. Finances. Daniel Larson's finances are and always have been in disarray. When Daniel's grandmother died, Nancy Schimmer, she left her money in a trust fund to Daniel, which is currently being managed by Bob Proctor. His finances has their own size page due to the size of it. TikTok fame. Daniel Larson started his first TikTok account in March 2020, just in time for the lockdowns. His video contained Daniel singing. He started gaining popularity on the platform in mid-2020. By July he had made a video regarding his run for president, which had gained even more of a following three months later. On October 29th, 2020, r/Daniel Larson was created on Reddit. Daniel had several TikTok accounts in the 2-year span of his internet popularity. Rage. Actually, was that? Oh yeah, this is the Tennyson Center video. I'll probably be a bit too long, so I'll show it at the end of the video. I'll talk about it. Rage. I have got a speech impediment as well, so I can't pronounce my R's properly. Daniel is known to rage. Daniel often captured from the perspective of his own phone. Daniel usually acts out by punching and kicking objects and sometimes people around him, hence his mother and grandmother. A rare external video of Daniel was uploaded to Reddit on the 30th of September 2022. It is suspected to have been filmed by Brink. Which, is that it? Oh, that's it. Okay. Let us watch this video.
Daniel, calm down.
Calm down, man.
Daniel.
Is he punching a glass? Yeah. Fucked his hand up.
Daniel.
Wow. Yeah. He needs serious fucking help. When was this again? Yeah, September. Okay, now. You also got some links down here. This page was edited on the 5th of January 2023. Edited like a couple of days ago. Right, let's read that. Let's see how we're going. Yeah, 50 years. We got time.
The Tennyson Center for Children
Might get copyright claimed for this video though.
has become one of the Rocky Mountain region's leading treatment centers for emotionally and crisis-affected children, particularly those suffering from abuse and neglect.
Good boy.
When I first came here, I actually was really nervous.
That's 14-year-old Danny, who came from an extremely neglectful home. When his grandmother got word of Danny's situation, she moved here from California to be his guardian,
Wonderful.
so he wouldn't end up in a foster home. Danny still lived at the center for a year and a half, but now lives with his grandma, continuing to go to school at Tennyson and receive treatment.
When he came to Tennyson almost 3 years ago, He was very angry and confused and feeling very uncertain about his life and where he belonged and what was going to happen.
Rod Witt, the president of Tennessee Center, says the program gives children like Danny great opportunity.
Do they bring some challenges? Absolutely they do. But, you know, they've got the opportunity to, number one, be safe. Number two, receive some attention that they've, in some cases, never received. And number three, to get help and to be themselves and to really let their own personalities come forth.
But looking at Danny now, you will see a smiling, laughing young boy with the world ahead of him.
This is wonderful today.
Danny and his grandmother have both seen huge improvements.
I learned to, when I'm in school, to do school and never quit, because if you quit, you won't know what to do. And if someone's trying to get you upset, don't let them make you feel bad about yourself. Make your just be good and make yourself feel happy.
He likes himself now. He feels good about himself. I'm not saying he's a finished job. He's got more work to do, but he's a much different child than he was when he first came here.
Danny now has big dreams and is looking forward to the future.
I like theater. I love to act. I want to storm chase when I get older. Hopefully I'll be on the news one day.
As Danny says goodbye, he has this to say to the people at the Tennyson Center.
Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure being here. And it did a lot to help me. I made lots of friends. I learned how to do stuff I never knew how to do before. And it's much better now. Thank you.
Well, I think we'll leave it there. He seems like a normal kid. I mean, yeah, like disabled kid, but it seems absolutely fine there. Claim he decided to fuck his life up at a later age. I believe he's in his 30s now. What's this, like 98? Yeah, like almost. I don't know. It's like 98, 2008, 2018. That's 20. I know he's in his 20s, isn't he? Like early 20s, something like that. Yeah. Oh, by the way, that old woman there was his grandmother, and unfortunately passed away, being abused by Daniel. I don't think that killed her. I think she just died of natural causes, like old age. But yeah, she was actually abused by him. So yeah, it's a really shame that's going on with him at the minute, but I don't think people will forgive him over them paedophile news, what he's doing, like fancying like young girls. I think he's into a puppeteer, like 16-17-year-old girl puppeteer. I don't know her name. I'm not quite sure who she is, but yeah, he has a really interest in women. Two fucking young women, like some in your own age for once instead of little children. So yeah, I'm gonna leave this here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Tomorrow I'll probably have a review on something I've seen recently. So yeah, that'll be that, and I will see you guys next time.